full power.
All systems full power. Okay. So we are all recording?
Yep.
Yep.
Sick. Alright, let's get this going. Hello everybody. And welcome back to Reading Homestuck Hiveswap Friendsim. I am here with June, Mason, and Arthur today.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry for the abrupt departure last time, gang, but hopefully this time I'll be able to stick around.
Indeed. Well,
for as long as I can, anyway.
Well, yeah, we're both still kind of time locked, but whatever.
now,
We roll.
timeline-wise, I'm in a bit of a conundrum here because I do have something that, for the audience, has not yet been shown off, but for all of us, I showed off earlier this week.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
fuck
have
it,
to find out.
Fuck it. I'll just say we've got something special that has been shown to these guys, but has not been shown to you, and you will have to wait for this Thursday for the next Homestuck halves to find out what it is. So,
Ooh, advertisement.
yes, watch the video to find out what the fun special thing is.
Yes.
But let us begin. Who wants to do narration today? Because I think June or Mason, I think it's your turn because I've got an idea for Skylar's voice.
Oh, okay, I'll do it then. If that's alright, Jim.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Putting
Mason.
one foot in front of... Oh, sorry, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue on through this strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. That thing is friendship.
At some point, we're gonna break out the David Attenborough voice for this thing. Just
Yeah,
for
one
funny.
of these times. When it's Arthur's turn to narrate next.
Yeah.
Narrate it in David Attenborough voice.
If you so desire. You are on the prowl for more.
Unless we decide someone else should get the David Attenborough voice as well. Or did we actually give an actual character the David Attenborough voice before? Or
No, it was.
don't believe
it
so.
was just for the.
It was just for the.
It was just
troll
for a couple
romance,
like odd
or-
bits for the
Yeah.
for the romance thing and like one or two other things.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
think
still
I
on the table.
specifically remember telling someone to shut up in David Attenborough's voice.
Please shut the fuck up. Anyway, I believe we read this line, or
Yeah,
did
yeah,
we
yeah.
just get distracted before?
You're on the prowl for more. It would have perhaps been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you're fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. You are almost positive Martha Stewart said that. Nevertheless, you soldier on in your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you next?
To Skylar Corrigan.
Oh boy, you know what she looks like.
My eyes! Anyway.
As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the big city and into the rustic outskirts.
I'm just waiting for the music to kick in.
Well, there's the
Man.
music that's kicked in.
The sun sure is bright on
Oh
this
my-
planet. It's rising over the crest of the distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows. Way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic! You love the country. Yeah, which one? No wonder the nightlife seems so active on Alternia. They're all nocturnal to avoid brutal daily roasting. That's why I don't have any social media. You reach into your pocket for your cool new shades. Oh! But you appear to have left them at your friend's house. Fuck.
Well, okay.
You got timelines.
Okay.
Timelines.
Once again, once again, we are on... Okay, it does make sense that of routes that follow off from good endings, it has to be from Volume 2, it has to be from fucking Sarava, because otherwise we're, you know, held kidnapped as paint resource. But yes.
You gotta get yourself together. The recent physical trauma and extensive blood loss has you a little fuzzy. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. You're starting to wish you'd just stolen a fucking Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship. This seriously isn't looking good. The city is too far away now for you to turn back, so you have no choice but to keep walking. Maybe you can find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you can just cover yourself with grass. You wish that someone had mentioned the Death Sun in between offering you alien meat products and calling you their muse. Oh! So it happens after both. And Diamond.
I assume that, much like the way that we experience this,
It's
there is no
weird,
one
non-linear,
solid
temporally
timeline.
muddled
Well,
sort of thing,
that's the fun of it. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to fit the square peg into the round hole instead of the square hole.
Yeah, but everything fits in the square hole.
Yeah, that's why I'm challenging
goes in
myself.
the square hole. However,
It goes in the square hole.
The fun is challenging yourself to find out how many things fit into the round hole instead. Anyway.
Off to your left in the distance, you catch sight of what might be the shimmer of sunlight on glass. A window? A solar panel? You could seriously clean up with renewable energy on this planet.
Now I was listening to the music in the background, and did I just hear 2 pistols firing off and then the everything wrong with ding?
Could be.
Immediately after each other.
I'd love to keep my ear out for that.
Wasn't listening close enough to notice.
I was too busy yapping. Should you
Anyway.
change your trajectory and go toward the shimmer? It might just be a mirage.
We haven't even met anyone. You know what? Okay, right. First things first.
Oh boy.
Okay. Do we go toward the shimmer or forget about it and move on from...
Nah, let's just roast in the sun.
Yeah, forget it.
Forget it.
Oh! Honestly, you could probably see
That
this
was
one
quick.
coming, but you won't see anything else coming.
Yeah, because...
It's the Terezi ending.
See it coming.
Oh,
Nah,
no,
man, it's
we
the
just...
fucking char grill steak ending. Look at this
well...
shit.
Oh man. We went from Alternia's deadliest ass to Alternia's toastiest buns.
Nice.
That's the quickest joke you're getting out of me.
What up, what up. Rewind.
You turn your aching, stinging meat sack toward the distant, promising sparkle of safety and succor. Never seen that word before. You focus on just staying upright. One step at a time. Just keep swimming, or whatever. God, this sun though. You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense. Finding the email reference. But then, almost like it has picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least you hope it's the door.
Let me in, please!
Let me in! Let me in!
I like the pure glare blocking her out. Okay, hang on. Let me just, I've got an idea for this one. Let me just type this shit in.
If it ain't Southern Belle, you're doing it wrong.
I do
Oh,
declare
it's not. No, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. I'll tell you.
It's not gonna be Eurydice.
Motherfucking goddamn cowboy, daddy was a boy.
Now,
Where
Jim,
are
please.
they?
I gotta rev this up for a second. Hang on. You ever meet a girl who has a twin sister, but you get fucking dead? That's what it's like to drive a Ford.
Yes, that's what it's. That's what
I'll
it's
always be
from.
driving
Ford
forward.
F-150.
How do your friends, which are you? Truck freak, crazy ass, the fighter.
What in the world?
The door opens and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career.
I mean, the MSPA reader has very much proven they're very good at pathetic.
A long and successful career.
The storied career of whimpering pathetically.
Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a snuffling yip, like some joker is making fun of your dire situation. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek.
Call me Snuffling Yip.
Hold on, lady. Give him some room.
A pair of hands help you sit up, gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple shapes, one upright and one lower to the ground.
What were you doing out there? Can you stand?
Strong arms pull you to your feet. You wonder if everyone on this planet is strong or if you're just extremely flimsy. Yes, you are.
Yes and yes. Both. It's both.
They guide you to a chair at the end of a long table. Stutteringly, you begin to explain yourself, that you're an injured, exhausted traveller who is ravenous for pals.
Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick. Dinner's about to burn.
Now that your rescuer mentions it, you do smell something. It smells amazing.
Funny you should blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sort of guests who weren't Imperial drones or out to rob us.
You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes, and when you look back up, your rescuer finally comes into focus. She's tall. Taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also maybe a little older? Not that you're an expert in troll physiology, she just has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringed jacket and holding up a plate.
How tall is she?
Yes.
Of course you'd ask. Of course you'd ask that.
What else are you expecting?
Considering how comically tall adult trolls have been shown to be, I'm just gonna assume probably along the lines of like
7 foot.
7 foot, yeah. Like she could look on eyeline with a particularly short space marine type level.
Nice. Nice.
There you go. Your Oculus feeling any better? By the by, my name's Skylar. Pleasure to meet you. And this here's Lady.
Yeah.
Look just
Now, edit to me. Edit to me. Edit to me. Edit to me. Just get a stock bark sound effect, put an echo on it, and then put her against, and then put the dog up against a fucking background of lightning.
No.
No, I know what you're referencing. It's just also reminded me of that.
You should kill yourself. Now.
Lady says you should kill yourself now.
You ever cut an ear off a baby cow? They scream and scream. It's wonderful.
Mason,
Yeah.
you may read the line now.
I may read the line. I have permission. She looks down, and at first you think she means the table, but then you look under the table at the giant monster dog looking up at you. You jolt so hard you almost fly backward out of your goddamn chair.
Whoa there. No need for theatrics.
Oh, there.
It looks a little like one of those lassie dogs, with the pointed noses, except enormous and pure white. Its barks practically shake the whole house.
Hey there, lady. No need to be rude. You don't need to tell them that. Jesus Christ, they already look half dead. They've clearly had a hell of a time and they don't look dangerous. Just really peculiar. Fucking ugly piece of shit. Besides, if they try anything, you and me can take them.
Yeah. Skylar puts her hands on her hips, staring you down with thunderous yellow eyes.
Thunderous yellow.
Yes.
The jokes write themselves.
Yes.
Kill yourself now. You should go back out in the sun now.
You should previous ending yourself now.
Right? No funny business, you hear?
You swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obliging. Ready for anything. For instance, friendship. You are so ready for that. I don't think we need to try to look unthreatening.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
especially in the
The
presence
MSPA
of...
reader is
Try
such
not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Go on, finish what you were saying, Jim.
What is the MSPA reader so?
He's such a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's such a
Absolute
wuss.
fucking bitch,
Yeah.
baby. This has been proven over the past 5 and a bit rounds.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I think he cuts quite the rugged figure.
I think if he
Yeah.
fell on a rug, he'd
Yeah.
cut himself rather than
I was
the
about
rug.
to say, he does cut, the MSPA reader, they do cut quite a rugged figure, in the fact that they do appear to be quite a rug.
Yeah.
For everyone to walk on, especially.
Precisely.
Yeah. Skylar sets down the plate she's holding.
Here, have a grub cake. There's plenty.
That sounds gross as hell, but what's sitting on the plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake. Golden brown and crispy at the edges.
There's boiled tree blood, too, if you like. Also, churned dairy product.
She puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Never seen that word either. Man, everything here really has really weird names. Skylar pours out a cup of some very familiar smelling liquid. Brown bean juice, you guess? Skylar raises an eyebrow.
No. That's just coffee.
Ha ha ha. She sits down next to you.
Alright,
The
I'll admit.
trope.
Ah, the trope.
Trump. You're lucky you were only out in the light of dawn. Nobody wants to be out in direct Alternian sunlight beside jade bloods. And no offense, but you certainly ain't any jade blood I've ever seen. First, I thought you were some sort of mutated Lussus, because you don't have horns and you're grunting and yipping the storm back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones. Despite the tropes associated with this particular accent, I'm not xenophobic.
I'll take care of you myself.
I'd best get used to being around aliens anyway. Seeing as how I'm gonna be seeing a whole mess of y'all come next week.
She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. Gravity, the conservation of energy, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Lady, would you mind drawing a bath for our guest? No offense, but you smell like you could use one.
Can't argue with that. You offer her a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring, but you've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate.
And our data.
Yeah.
And also, literally are currently burned, severely, by sun.
Yep. Tough world out there.
Damn, not even the sun wants to be our friend.
Nope.
Real.
But you want to trust Skylar. Lady takes a bucket in her muzzle and runs out into the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable.
Disappeared
nice.
into a portal to another world.
Disappeared into the hell dimension.
Welcome to the Hell Zone. Welcome to the Hell Zone. The sun is high enough now that the whole landscape outside is washed in white. Oh god, the dog!
Oh, it's sweet of you to worry. What's I find going out for a little while in the daylight? The coats reflect light or something to that effect. I don't really know how it works. I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen.
Real.
You tell her that she seems pretty smart from where you're standing.
We love women in STEM.
As cynical as you're becoming, you just can't help trying to be a friend. She's so nice and really pretty.
They back off.
June, is this a story about you?
Did you write Hiveswap Friendsim?
Did you write this
No, I did
particular
not.
route?
No, I did not.
Are we
No,
sure
I did
you
not.
didn't?
Yes.
Alright. But I'm gonna be keeping track of evidence.
Not that that's a requirement for friendship, but your retinas would have to be way more scarlet than they are to not notice that.
It's nice of
Actually,
you.
I'm only friends with beautiful people.
If you're ugly and someone loves you, you know they love you for who you are. Beautiful people never know who to trust.
Real. Big
It
if
wouldn't
true.
even really matter if I was a bona fide genius. Someone of my caste could never hope to rise up in the ranks. But best I can hope for is hauling crates on some cargo vessel.
Ranks? Cargo vessel? You swallow your bite of grub cake, ready to ask her if she was thinking about joining the military, but just then a swell of noise erupts from outside the house.
It's the dog erupting in flames.
Shouts, crashes, and ladies' frantic barks. Skylar gasps and launches herself out of a chair, knocking over the carafe of syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave.
Oh no. Not
syrup.
now.
What the hell's going on?
Bandits. Goddamn luscious thieves.
Orange.
You don't get the varmints. You don't get the chance to ask anything else before Skylar careens toward the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white light pours in. Oh god, she's going to go outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. You've got to do something.
Help her.
Okay,
Every time
right.
we help,
so,
it goes wrong.
no. Okay. Let us pick to try and do the cool thing first. Again, knowing it will probably be the bad ending.
Yep.
One of these days it's gonna be the right thing to do.
One of these days, the MSPA reader is finally gonna be able to do something cool, I'm sure. I still have some faith.
The stop clock is right twice a day.
Apparently.
What the hell?
You haven't already given up on him at this point.
A stopped clock is right twice a day, but a clock that's off by 5 minutes never will be.
What the hell? You've already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now it will suck less because of how bad it sucked then. Just a sliding scale of suckage. Probably sucked more than anyone in the history of Kung Fu. Skylar plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion, and like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her. Surprise! It still sucks. You had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is a fucking monster of a gas giant, pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void.
You should
It's
lock
a
it
pure...
down.
It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms to block the glare, following the dust Skylar kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will actually ever adjust to this fuckery, but you can see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all wearing dark padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suits and SWAT uniforms. All of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably aren't fake.
Oh god.
In fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. You duck and it leaves a blazing heat trail across your cheek. But as all of you is currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride. Skylar throws herself into the fray, letting out a war cry accompanied by the sound of a fist hitting flesh.
Yeah.
Don't you move, cherry
Put-
pie.
Punched up web. I'm sorry. Was that Ride to Hell Retribution that you just referenced?
I referenced it earlier.
I didn't catch that
earlier,
one.
man. Come on, keep up. Keep up.
Hey,
dude.
I'm sorry that I don't know the Ride to Hell Retribution script word for word.
It's
I just
the
recognised that
line.
one.
I'm sorry,
Dude,
do you
it
not know
was
the
the
arguably
line.
more famous line of "You ever cut an ear off a baby cow"?
No, I didn't know that was from that.
Oh my god, I've been doing it the whole time.
Bro.
Once again, I'm sorry that I don't know the Ride to Hell Retribution script verbatim.
It's the line, man.
It's the line.
This is like someone being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a Sonic the Hedgehog fan," after not recognizing the fucking
Gotta
no
go
food or
fast.
move. Yeah, after not recognizing "Gotta Go Fast." Like, come on, that's the line.
I don't even know what Red Tail Retribution is.
Then
Well,
you are the
that's
winner
what-
in this
well,
situation,
that-
Arthur.
You're the
I'm on
outlier.
Mason's
You're
side.
the outlier here that makes sense.
You're the winner in this scenario, Arthur.
Also, good point. Anyway,
It's 12 against 2, which, if you remember your fractions right, is not unlike 6 against 1.
Yeah. That's how
But
that's
these
how-
guys,
that works. Yeah.
I guess it works. But in theory, in practice, I don't know about that.
It's 12. In practice, it's 12v1. Because what's the fucking MSPA reader gonna do?
Hey, no, wait. It's
Other than-
11v1. One of them's going to be distracted.
Okay, yeah. MSPA reader is gonna draw one of them's fire. Anyway,
And I.
But these guys have probably not been expecting a full frontal assault, and they have definitely not been expecting Skylar, who is frankly fucking terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes. What was that?
I said she seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up a discarded gun and shooting all 3 while they're on the ground. You've never been in a fight before. A fucking all-out brawl is scary, but now that you're in the thick of it, also kind of awesome. Sure.
Is that in the thick of it?
I don't know.
No. I thought in my brain, oh no, thank God no one knows the thick of it. No one's gonna reference it, and I was wrong.
Regrettably, I also vaguely know it. However, I did have the decency not to reference it myself.
Well, I don't know, so I guess I'm the winner of this scenario.
Yes, you are. You very much are, Mason. Well done.
Wow.
It's the
Now
KSI
I
round.
just want 2 more Yeah. We're just waiting for a situation where I'm the winner of the situation.
Yeah.
Someday.
We'll get our wins
Anyway.
someday, June. We'll get our wins someday.
Sure, your skin is burning and you could be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes on this bitch of an earth. I mean, Alternia. You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners. Kill or be killed. Undertale. Hell yeah. Skylar punches you. You pop one of the bandit trolls in the face. Fuck, that probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll. But it does throw them off balance for long enough for Skylar to smash the butt of her gun into the side of their head. I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Yeehaw! Hell yeah!
She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while a hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs, and a bunch of bandits try to dognap a giant monster. You love this girl.
Back off.
In a friendship way.
Yeah, that was a response
trust
to
you.
June. That was a response to June.
The MSPA reader heard you.
specifically.
I still don't trust you, MSPA Rado.
Just reminds me of it just reminds me of Summer Teen Romance. Some cool guy, way more suitable boyfriend material
For her.
for her.
Oh, God.
But still, you love her. You make an awesome team.
You love this.
You've got great fighting form there, Skylar. I call that cardboard cutout karate.
Yeah.
Another troll comes up behind Skylar and she smashes an elbow into their throat, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them onto the dusty ground.
Yep, that's what that looked like.
Yeah. She wails on them with her bare hands, even though she's wearing gloves.
She took the gloves off.
God.
For the hell of it.
She's really hot.
June, are we sure you didn't write this?
Game.
Next line is going to be...
Shut up. I didn't write this.
I guarantee you next line is going to be something like, so are we
the
right
next
now,
line-
given that we're boiling in the Alternian sun, but still.
Get lady! No, the next line, that was just the end of
That's
sentence.
it. I'm
That was
sorry
end
that I
of
wished for
sentence.
better.
Apologies that we wished the MSP arena had any kind of class. We knew that wasn't the
I
case.
did not write this. Stop.
Are we sure?
Are you
Are
sure
we
about that?
absolutely sure?
This is fake news.
Ugh.
Oh, I almost forgot. I did actually forget fully.
I was going to ask at one point, but I
Yeah,
thought we were
shit,
kind of...
I forgot. We got into the swing of
busy.
things. We died in the sun.
Into the swing of it.
Her
Wait,
sign.
that's not
No,
the thing.
shut up.
Oh, shit.
Her sign is tourist. She is time bound. And
a tourist.
from Prospect Moon, Dream Moon. Good
Nice.
job, brain on phrasing. But
I
yes,
can't believe
much
she's
like,
a tourist.
Much like our friend Mason here, sign
Hey.
of the prosperous. Anyway,
Not what I expected.
what were you expecting?
I don't know, honestly.
Just not the same
Probably-
sort of, not just the same thing as you, but down a good few signs, sign categories.
What was I expecting? Let me think. No, I have no idea. I just wasn't expecting time.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Oh, right. You stumble over to where the Lussus is thrashing inside a big black net. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing great on her own, biting through the fibres with her big sharp teeth. You hold the net still for her to finish the job, then pull it off her so she can join the fray. It's over fast after that. How did they even get Lady into the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls in her jaws and shaking them like chew toys.
net gun.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
probably.
Did it from afar.
Snuck up.
The remaining 5 who are still standing jump into their weird little dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug, they look like scuttling little beetles.
Yeah.
Skylar chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them and shouting obscenities.
Go fuck you! You
Real.
should kill yourself now.
Use this gun to kill yourself.
Stay away, you hear? Tell the rest of them why you don't ever fuck with a Rusty's ranch.
She stands silhouetted against the blazing sun, the dust trails vanishing into the distance. You are awash in heady victory, giggling like a lunatic before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once.
Presumably with all of your blood.
Yes. You are violently reminded of your fucked up ribs and recent blood loss. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11.
Whoa there, are you okay?
Skylar's swaying too. A spray of olive green blood covers her cheek. At least the rainbow blood on this planet means you can be sure it isn't hers. But she still looks rough. Kind of how you feel.
Lady, come here, girl.
Wow, you're gonna sit down. Maybe just take a little break. The pale landscape swoops, going even paler.
No, you can't rest here. You've died, dumbass. I'm not letting anything happen to my new best friend. Get
Oh
up.
my god. New best friend? Holy shit, that makes you so happy. You absolutely can't die here, not when you've just made such an amazing friend. Somehow, the two of you manage to drag each other across the yard and toward the house. Hive, you're gonna get this lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall forward, you lean on Skylar. When you start to fall back, Lady is there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good Lussus. You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripping with a soup of multicoloured alien blood. When you get back into the darkness of the hive, you can't see shit.
Dang, your species really ain't suited for this kind of environment, huh? You can't even see in the dark.
In demonstration, you walk right into the table. You've about had it with tables. You are sworn enemies at this point. Okay, so this takes place after everyone.
So every single route other than fucking Bronia's has happened at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be very fun.
Please don't knock my nutrition platform. I'll build it myself.
She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you?
Damn, MSP Reader actually got to do something sort of useful.
Oh my god, it happened. Hooray!
Woohoo! Congratulations!
I can't believe, June, that the MSPA reader got a win before either of us.
You kind of want to go in for the
This is
hug.
actually a bad ending, guys.
Actually, yeah, no, we die immediately
it's gonna turn out that she's gonna flay our hide and tan the skin like leather.
Make a new coat.
Okay. Anyway.
You kind of want to go in for the hug, but that sunburn is really something. Feels like tiny needles are piercing your arms and cheeks. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants.
Oh, yeah. Feels real bad, don't it? Come on, there's only one cure for a sun rash.
Skylar takes your hand. Gosh, this is next level friendship stuff. She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you're ever going to get all your vision back. Maybe you're just blind for life. You'll have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic and learn to navigate the world by spell alone. No, that would be stupid. Rude.
Here we go. My coop isn't huge, but you're kind of scrawny. Oh, she's putting us in the Recupercoon. That's unfortunate. We know what that does with human biology. Hurts. Bad.
Yep.
Oh god.
What are you waiting for? Now, June, are we... Welcome to June Bullying Hour. Take your clothes off.
Man, the sun must have fucked with more than just your eyes, because you could have sworn Skylar just told you to take your clothes off.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
We didn't say anything this time. We
Wrong
didn't say
Skylar.
anything. Just, yeah, hang on. You're seriously not getting into my Recupercoon in these filthy rags. I'm not even sure what those clothes were supposed to be originally.
Yeah, you aren't so sure about your look either. Another new friend of yours told you it was rad, but you were both a little high at the time. You might be a little high right now. You wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a Recupercoon is.
Really? What the heck do you sleep in on your planet?
You hear rustling, followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor, then a weird gloop gloop like someone getting into a bathtub, only thicker.
If a troll didn't have super, well, I don't rightly know what would happen. Okay, so it's definitely good we're blind right now.
Yes.
But not for June, evidently.
Yeah.
It's good for me because it's my channel and I don't want to get
Yes.
nuked, but
Yeah.
I reckon it wouldn't be great. I didn't say you did this time.
You've been saying it so often that I'm
Yeah, but I didn't this time.
naturally defensive to it.
I didn't this time.
What are you talking about, June? Why would we ever suggest that?
Why would he ever suggest that?
This is not gaslighting hour. Shush.
You invented that word.
Would it really be Hiveswap Friendsim without gaslighting?
I love just kind of you invent that word. That doesn't exist.
What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Tier 2.
You can speed the healing process for burns and small wounds. I'm not sure what it's gonna do to your weird alien anatomy, but I don't see as how it's gonna make it any worse.
You tell Skylar that in your experience, things can always get worse. Especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-deprecating humour as an A+ cover for crippling insecurity! Oh,
Damn.
brilliant. Skylar laughs.
Come on now. I'm sure you're a perfectly healthy example of your species. Well, well, see about that. Just get in already. I promise this isn't any sort of pale solicitation. You didn't specify flush solicitation, which is what it actually feels a bit more like. Or flush.
Oh, there you go.
Well, thank you
goodness.
for the secondary clarification on that front. I know it's awkward, but I only got the one coop.
What the hell? I'm gonna go complain to the management. I specified 2 beds, but it's crazy how this is lined up. It's absurd, really, if you think about it.
I'm gonna just get a second hotel room then next door. We're good. Okay, bye.
Second hotel room ending. Right, okay, yeah, you can totally do this. You can make this not weird. Of course, you trip taking off your goddamn pants and Skylar starts laughing all over again.
The MSPA reader cannot catch a break in any timeline.
Not in a mean way, more in a chill, please join me in my slime bathtub, old chum way. In a non-awkward way.
Hello, me old chum.
In a friend way.
Very friendly. Oh. I guess the other stuff wasn't Sopa Slime. Neat. So that was the good ending.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Always
Right.
do the right thing.
Now let's go back in time and fuck it all up.
Yeah. Skylar is bigger than you, and she has the strength of both desperation and a superior genome, so you don't feel great about your chances. But you have to try. Skylar is too upset to be careful. You have to stop her from hurting herself. You stumbled into her house all gross and pathetic and alien, and she didn't turn you away. She gave you pancakes, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry, for Chris' sake? I don't know. Grub cakes, whatever. And it isn't just the sun. From the number of voices, there's got to be 20 people out there. No, 12, but, you know. She doesn't stand a chance. Actually...
The MSPA reader is very stupid, and yes, she does very much stand a chance.
What are you writing? I was writing 2 of them. Just write 2! You run up behind her and hook your arms under hers, hauling her back by the armpits. She struggles, jabbing her elbow into your aching ribs. Ooh!
Let me go! You don't understand, I'll take her! Lady!
You hold grimly on, going limp and using gravity and your own dead weight to pull her down to the floor. Through wheezing breaths, you tell her she can't go out there. Didn't she just tell you that you'd never have survived if it had been later than dawn? Yeah, no, that's you! I can take it.
You're a fucking pussy!
Do it, Quill. I can take it.
You're fucking stupid! That's why you couldn't survive out there!
You probably aren't making much sense, but you keep up a stream of worthless bullshit until something catches. Fake it till you make it. Would your Lussus really want this for you, Skylar? Would Lady really want you to sacrifice yourself for her? Skylar goes rigid, and then all the fight just drains out of her like blood down a drain. She sags back into your arms. The 2 of you watch Lady thrashing in a huge black net as several of the figures haul her away.
Damn.
The sun is... yeah. The sun is too bright to see them clearly. But they appear to be herding more white creatures out of a paddock and into a collection of vehicles.
The herd.
She says it so quietly, you feel it more than hear it. You continue to watch as Lady is packed into one of the vehicles as they drive away, kicking up clouds of dust that glimmer in the brutal sun.
You can let me go now. I'm not gonna throw myself out into the daylight like a romance novel heroine.
You realise just how tight you're holding onto her and loosen your arms, pulling away and sitting up. Yeah, there it was, there with the 2 pistols and the CinemaSins sting.
Yep.
Skylar's cheeks are wet with tears.
That.
Yep. But she quickly shakes her hair into her face to hide it. That makes your heart hurt. You want to tell her that everything's going to be okay, but you make it a point not to lie to your friends. You have absolutely no idea how it's going to be. No, you've lied to some people before.
A lot.
In the very first episode, MSPA reader,
you
lied to Diamond.
You lie so much.
Oh god, you're a terrible person.
And before you can say anything at all, she gets up and disappears through a door and further into the house.
Give us some space.
You decide to mind your own business. Well, you do try the door, but it's locked. Best to keep occupied and do what you can for her. First, you shut the door to keep that sweltering heat and blinding light out. Then you tidy up the kitchen a little. Everything here is oddly textured and coloured, the shape's unusually organic. Some of it is worryingly scuttly and alive. You do your best. You mop up the syrup and straighten the chairs. You're just trying to figure out how to get the sink to spit out some water onto the dirty dishes when Skylar comes back out. Her eyes are dry and her hair is combed back out of her face.
Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna break something.
She plays with one of her beaded bracelets with nervous little fidgets of her fingers.
I could never have taken those fellas by myself. Especially not in broad daylight. I want to thank you for stepping in and stopping me. I was overwrought.
You nod, accepting her thanks. She doesn't seem overwrought anymore, just numb. Wow, this is actually a legitimately terrible situation. Not even in a dumb, zany way like all the other horse shit that's happened to you recently. You wonder who those guys even were.
Lucis thieves. They've come before, but always at night and never in such large numbers. So Lady and me could always take them. I never expected anything like this. For them to come out in force like this in the middle of the day.
She sits down at the table, putting her elbow in a patch of syrup you missed. You offer her the dishcloth and notice several little discoloured patches on her arm. Looks like she got burned just from having her arm out the door for like a minute and a half. You're really glad you didn't let her go out there. You've endured a lot of heinous shit on your short span on this planet. Injuries, and a lot of added insults to those injuries. But the time you spend with Skylar waiting for the sun to go down is some of the most worst and most hopeless. You don't know what to say to help her. You aren't actually her friend. You aren't even the same species. The troll/Lustus relationship is a little confusing, but they seem to be some combination of caretaker and pet. More symbiotic than parent and child. Finally, it gets late enough to venture outside and you follow Skylar out to the empty paddock. There's nothing out here but a broken fence and trampled ground.
Lots of kids lose their loci. Just a part of life. I would have been heading into the ordeals next sweep anyway. I would never have seen her again. But at least I would have gotten the chance to say goodbye, you know?
It's kind of a bummer how resigned everyone on this planet seems to terrible things happening. Then again, you guess that's sort of true on your planet too. Existence, just a goddamn mess. Try to give her the most understanding look you can. Just a really good and supportive friend face. You're killing it. But Skylar isn't paying attention to your glowing facade. She's reaching into her jacket and pulling out her phone.
What the hell? A farmhouse is blowing up. Oh, God.
Skylar drops her phone into the dirt and claps her hand over her mouth. Her eyes sparkle with tears. You pick it up. It's kind of squishy and squirms in your hand a little, which you don't love. You also don't love what's on the screen. It's a troll in a mask holding a gun on Lady, who is still in that net, baring her teeth. The gun looks fake, kind of like a Nerf gun. You bet it's not a Nerf gun. The photo is accompanied by more of that spiky text that you can't read. Hey, how can you understand the Alternian spoken language but not the written? You decide not to think about it too hard, waste of time.
They set a ransom demand. They say that if I can't pay, they'll sell her. Fools are valued for their strength all over the galaxy. The heiress knows about the black market, but she doesn't do anything about it. She just takes a cut.
You ask her how much the ransom demand is for, as if you have a penny to your name. She tells you a number that sounds stupidly large, even without knowing the exchange rate to Earth money.
They're just mocking me. They know a bronze blood can't afford this. You just want to force me to fail her one more time.
Her voice breaks on a sob. You reach over and put your hand on her arm. She looks at you with big watery eyes, and you brace for her to fall into your arm sobbing. You're actually kind of hoping for it.
Make yourself.
Not the other type to want to profit off another's pain, but you're pretty sure that offering comfort in a time of crisis is a first-class ticket to Friendsville. My God!
Oh my god, you're revolting.
You know what,
Like-
LSPA reader? You deserve the severe crippling burns all over your body, broken
Literally
ribs, broken
any
limbs.
tact!
Literally go... You know what? You should go back to Bronya's second fail route.
Now!
Now.
Where you got all of the bones in your body destroyed and then dropped on your head.
Instead, Skylar gives you a hard shove backward. You take 2 stumbling steps and fall onto your ass. Something squishes underneath you. A cowpat, or something alive. You aren't sure which you'd prefer, honestly.
Sorry. I didn't actually push you that hard. Your species just seems pretty flimsy. I don't want sympathy right now. Especially not from you.
She stands framed between the 2 moons, some trick of perspective making her look just as distant and just as sad. Not that the moons are inherently sad. Whatever. That's not the issue right now. Had Skylar been lying to you before when she said she doesn't blame you? She even thanked you for stopping her from killing herself.
This could be the
No.
person.
I don't blame you. I just can't stand the sight of you. Looking at you just reminds me of losing Lady, and I don't think that'll ever change. Sorry. I was really hoping we could be friends. Been a really long time since I've seen anybody out here that goes on 2 legs instead of 4. But I just don't think it's gonna work out. If you start walking now, you can probably make it to the city before sunrise. Or there's a Jade Blood colony nearby if you want to inflict your personal brand of assistance on them.
Oof.
Bye.
You leave with your proverbial tail between your legs. The last glimpse you get of Skylar, she's standing next to the empty paddock, staring at the ground. Damn.
Shit.
I suppose that means that Bronya's
Well,
stuff comes after this.
Yeah,
Well,
it could,
Bronny's
yeah.
stuff could come after any of these routes, since the Jade Blood colony being nearby wouldn't change whether we fight.
No, I
today or
just mean
not.
in general. I don't mean after this
But
one
yeah.
specifically.
I mean, considering every other route was also referenced, except for Bronya's, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
I'm going to go out on a limb here and suggest that the chronological order might be the order of the episodes, and then like the left one and then the right one.
yeah, probably. If we're
I think
being
it
honest.
might be like the left
My
one.
magnanimous
First.
anger.
But-
No, Arthur, it's my magnum opus.
But it's
I'm
fun-
the
it's fun
time
to
guy.
It's fun to figure out which routes lead to what.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm
try
going to do.
to try and canonically figure out like which is the canon ending for each storyline. But next time it will be time for volume 4 of Right and Wronged.
Oh. Something tells me we're gonna get
Oh,
the
the-
Phoenix Wright reference.
The menu music is just done. I guess.
They just
Okay.
had enough.
It just doesn't restart when you
Clocking
go
out.
into the start menu and then leave it.
Oh, that's fun.
Shit. Editor me, throw a random piece of music we got in the backlog up as the back. It doesn't matter. Just any of them. Literally anything. So, friends, what did we think of that?
Well, it got pretty down near the end,
got
but
pretty
it was a
fucking
great
grim.
time otherwise.
Got pretty fucking grim.
Yeah, I definitely didn't write that.
Are we okay? Are we sure she didn't write the good ending though? Like the bad ending, yeah, that was written by someone else, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but like, are we sure you didn't write the good ending?
I didn't write it.
We love bullying.
Yeah. Well, I've had my turn plenty of times, and it shall come to my turn again sometime. But you know, for right now, it's someone else's turn. So, other than you know, taking jabs at June, what did we think?
It was nice.
Yeah,
This
that's-
is my favourite person so far.
Yeah, she
Seemed
was
like a good
cool.
Oh yeah, Sky was great. I like that.
Yeah, I
like
liked
that
her.
Yeah. Well, we know. Okay. We do know that. That was made abundantly clear. by you repeatedly telling the MSPA reader to back the fuck off.
This is who you're making fun of.
I know, and it's very humorous.
No difference there.
Nothing has
Another
changed.
job.
But yes, good shit. It was very funny watching the MSPA reader just burn in the fucking sun.
Yeah.
That was cool. I also like that we had an ending where it was good to be good.
Yeah.
I think after the ending of the first bad end, Skylar finds MSPA's reader's corpse and goes, "Huey, looks like we got some toasted buns out here."
I mean, maybe, but more than likely, considering how fucked up the MSPA reader is compared to most trolls, she probably just went out there. Fuck's this?
What the fuck is that?
You, this one
What
fucked
the?
up.
What in the ever-loving holy shit? Somebody
Ah.
really fucked up this lusses.
Lady, there's a fucked up cat outside. Lady.
Hey, lady, I found your dinner.
Lady,
This fucked up, this weird
Lady.
fucking cat outside.
get the bovine inside. They can't see this.
Good shit. Good shit. Okay. Outro time, I do believe. Well, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck, Hiveswap Friendsim every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things such as Trollsona's Act 4. That's right, our Trollsona series is back, as previously mentioned, and it will be coming out this Thursday or Friday, depending on time zone. Well, if you're watching this the day of release. If
Yeah,
you're not, it came out already. You should go watch it. If you're watching this on the week of release, went out this Thursday. If you're not, go watch it anyway, because it will be out for you already. Unless you're watching this from the past, in which case, how? We also do...
Hey, ain't right to just question someone how they learn things.
Dude, that's like...
It ain't
No,
right.
I think it is actually like
just ain't right.
a good idea to
Ain't
ask
right.
where
Oh,
someone
ain't
learns
right.
shit from.
I can see the future, Bubba.
It ain't right.
Alright, if you're watching this from the past, wait for it, I guess. Because it will be out.
Eventually.
Eventually. But yes, we also,
And
on Thursdays and Fridays, catch things such as Dicey Deeds, Morkborg, or Lancer. Arthur, how would you describe Morkborg and Lancer?
How did I describe Morkborg? An apocalyptic fantasy setting with a penchant for making you want to kill the character you've just designed.
And
And
Lancer?
Lancer is a soft cyberpunk sci-fi dystopia-esque fiction with focus on mecha combat and roleplay in R1, where the story is to do with criminals and being on death row, and like a Suicide Squad-esque idea.
Indeed. We play those. It is a fun time. We're also... I'm currently planning on an additional thing that I have not fully informed the others of just yet. That is a surprise for them and for you. For something to do between the major missions in Lancer. We also do Diggin' Rimper, which is sort of an improv comedy board game thing that is also a parody of Danganronpa. This one is Diggin' Rimper, another one based on another episode, and it's quite fun. These three effectively control one very strange girl and suggest ideas for their party to do things, though they might just do something different. Who's to say what might happen with these three piloting that crew around?
Obviously, only the best.
Only the best things. Only the best.
Always the best. Don't
Always
question.
and only. Always and only the best things. But yes, you can also follow me on Tumblr and on Blue Sky. I post things there sometimes, such as the stuff from the Troll Sonar series. However, also there is other things occasionally. You can send me asks, send me DMs, send me whatever on either of those places. You can also follow June on Tumblr, Blue Sky, and on Instagram. June?
Yeah, you can follow me on those places. Sure. I do things.
We when I do things sometimes.
Indeed. And he does, potentially, soon-ish, because you can also follow Arthur on Twitch, Arthur.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be streaming on there at some point, sharpish. Maybe next month. Hoping to start with the
Indeed.
Mori.
Hell yes.
Warriors go to.
And Mason,
It's
do
really
you have anything you wish to say at the end of this here episode of Reading Homestuck Hiveswap Friendsim?
And to say thank you everybody for watching. Please do look forward to the Troll Sonar video coming out later this week. We had a lot of fun making it, and we're sure you're going to love watching it. If you do want to leave a comment, just be mindful that they occasionally get eaten
Indeed.
by YouTube, so shove them over
You-
on Tumblr or Blue
YouTube
Sky.
do be a bit shitty like that, so if you really do want to let me know something, I would suggest sending it on one of the platforms which have links in the description and on screen.
You're
well, one of the ones that is linked to me. I don't know if June will know to get the question to me, and Arthur might know, but might actively decide not to.
The
From
questions.
the screen to the ring. Thing. On the
Okay.
KSI.
Sorry. My
Anyway.
brain completely just.
Yeah. June's brain short-circuited, and Arthur is going back to singing.
Yeah, people don't listen
so
when I
we're going
talk.
to end this episode right here.
I do listen.
We'll see you in the next video. Later.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
She did right.
Fuck off.